Howdy folks, welcome back to Out of Ore. Doing a little more digging today, and we're going to do some dozer work as well. So you can see this is getting fairly deep. And I don't remember for sure in the last episode which rock truck I had. But I have sold the roller, I've sold the excavator, and then I bought a bigger rock truck. And then I've been working, getting a bunch of this stuff out, and actually found a bunch of coal right over by the processing plant. Come on, loader. Oh, it threw up a little thingy back here. So I've worked my way up, and I have bought a dozer. I've got the smallest dozer, which kind of works. The dozers still need a lot of work. But you can move dirt with it if you're careful. So we're going to move some dirt with it. I think I'm going to have to start cutting in this ramp. Make it a little shallower, because these vehicles don't have a ton of power if you get on much of a slope. So like I said, I don't remember if I had this rock truck in the last video or not. I've played quite a bit since then. Anyway, this is a bigger rock truck than what I originally had. It'll hold a good 3 scoops from the loader. Probably most of a 4th. There's been a patch. I like the lighting and the colors. We don't have that cartoony green grass anymore, so that's nice. They said they improved the loader buckets, but I can't tell what they did. They're still pretty terrible. You can't really cut in unless you're taking it off of a face. You can't just cut into the ground. It goes all wonky and spills out. So it's a little hard to cut in and make this ramp shallower just because the bucket doesn't work very well. But it works good enough. The rock trucks are just about perfect. There has been a patch. They made the, what do you call it, the overflow or the falling out of the trucks a lot less. So that's been nice. I don't know if I would even need the platform here for the truck anymore, but we'll keep it. It does seem to be a lot less spillage. See, if I want to cut, it just, all it does is just float the whole machine. You can't really just cut into the ground. It just skates right over it. Because the material falls out. It doesn't take into account if you're actually, pushing material or not. Maybe that's hard to do programmatically, I don't know. But, I mean, you can eventually get it, but takes some work. So we got some pay dirt in there, so we'll go ahead and take that over. We'll take a truckload over, and then I'm going to show you the coal seam I've been working over there by the production plant, and maybe get a little more coal out of there, and then we'll finish up by doing some dozer work. That's the plan for today. And also, I can't remember if it was in the last video, I've turned off breakdowns, because it's just too much of a pain in the butt to be fixing your machine every 15 minutes. I like the mechanic, but the way it's implemented is terrible. Good for testing, but not great for just general play. And I did that with the same editor I did the $0 start with. I'll try to remember to put a link in a comment. If I forget, remind me. I believe it's saveeditonline.com, something like that. It's just a general, like, Unreal save game editor. And if you load up your save, you can see money should be right at the top. It's easy to edit that. And then there's something called, like, options_breakdowns, something like that. You just set that to 0. I did a little testing on some saves. By default, that's not even defined. Like, if you start up a not hardcore save and you have breakdowns off. That option is not even there, but setting it to 0 does disable it, so that's nice. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Yeah, this is really hard to dig down. Alright, fine. Let's see if we can get this last little bit in the truck. I think it's pretty much full right now. Oh, cut too far over. Yeah, it's pretty much full. Alright, let's head back over here. Get a run at this hill. I need to smooth this out a little more. It's a big divot there from where I had the loading platform before. You can see I've built myself a little parking spot for the boss's truck. And then I was digging out the road over here and found a big coal seam, so I've been kind of working on that. I think I can get a little more out of here. Seems to kind of go off this direction. So we have a lot of coal. Actually, I think I sold some. Uh-oh. Come on. Back out of there. So for here, I've just been dumping it straight from the loader. No need to put it in a truck this close. I think I'm going to push some of that shoulder off. I need to fill that hole in. So some of this coal may just stay here. Well, there is quite a bit. It's like, if I'm looking at the color here. Can I get a mouse cursor up? I don't think I can. It kind of goes off that direction the way the camera's facing. I can see the darkness. But there's coal everywhere, so I don't necessarily need to dig this out. I kind of want to get the road going. I want to take the truck. I'd love to find like a lithium mine. Take this. I may just have to take the truck out and do some exploring. I've done quite a bit of exploring around to this. I'm going to call this south down here. I don't know if it is south. Can I zoom out? No, I can't zoom out anymore. On one of the streams, I did quite a bit of exploring around to the south and the west. I haven't looked too much to the north or to the east. And you can see I got the other part of the production building done. And I've got started on the roof over the smelters. Still just making parts. And I sold a bunch of the steel. I turned the steel into the steel, was it steel cubes, steel blocks, whatever they're called. That's how I made a decent chunk of money for the dozer, because the dozer was about almost 900 grand, I think. It was expensive. Yeah, this is not working out great. I think I'm just going to push this in with the dozer if we can. Get it filled in. I've got a lot of options for digging coal, including the giant seam over there where we truck it. You see I spilled a little bit there. So the patch notes said improvements to the loader bucket, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know what they did. It seems pretty much the same to me. But Maybe I'm missing something. All right, let's get in the dozer. And like it picks up dirt like 6 feet in front of the blade. It's just kind of a mess. But we'll see if we can move some dirt with it. Sounds good, sitting there idling. But you can see the blade just picks up dirt even when it's raised all the way. It's kind of a mess. And then it's really, really hard to get it to move dirt in a consistent way. And it moves it in like, it's hard to describe. It moves it in like sequence. Like it'll go, it doesn't just smoothly push the dirt. Uh-oh. And then it picks up dirt. So this is raised all the way. I can't raise this any higher. And it still picks up dirt and it drops it. And yeah, it's terrible. So hope the dozer gets some love soon because it is god awful. So what I really want to do is get some of that moved. Now I got to clean this up so I can even drive. So you'll see how it kind of goes bloop, bloop, bloop as it cuts the dirt. It doesn't cut it smoothly. It's strange. But you can kind of move dirt with it. You just got to kind of work. You got to work with it being weird. And I don't know where this dirt's going. Like I just moved a ton of dirt, but where did it go? No idea. It's just gone. So I think it kind of deletes dirt too. So I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do much with this dozer, but it costs so much I don't really want to sell it back. I'd have to put it in my inventory to see what... You don't get all the money back, though, so... Don't really want to sell it. Let's try this. Let me see if I can push a full width. Also, it will roll, and when it's rolling backwards, the tracks move in the wrong direction. Not a huge deal, but just something I noticed. So you can see it doesn't so much move the dirt as it just deletes it. Which maybe is what they're going for. But it makes it hard to do much dirt work. Like I wanted to move this material, not just delete it. I'm kind of wishing I had the excavator back. I might have to try to get that with the loader. Now we're gonna fall off. And then the directional control is different depending on whether you're going forward or backwards, so that's a little weird. That's why I just fell off there, because I couldn't remember which direction I need to push to go which direction. So I kind of regret buying this, but I'd already done so much other work. I didn't want to revert my save. to before I bought the dozer, so we'll just live with it. They'll get fixed eventually, and then it'll be useful. So if you want to move material, this is not the machine to do it. It just deletes it. It does move a little bit, but it mostly just deletes it. So we can make a cut through here. But we can't actually move the material like I want it to do, so that's a bummer. See if I can get this backed in without moving a bunch more dirt. One time it moves dirt's when it picks it up and drops it under itself. There you go. There's the dozer. Not impressed. It is terrible. But they'll get it redone. Hoping they can get these multiplayer issues sorted out, and then they can start fixing the other stuff. I know a lot of people wanted multiplayer, but I couldn't possibly care any less about multiplayer. I'd rather have a good, solid single-player game. But that's because I play single-player. I'm too busy to try to coordinate with other people most of the time. And I don't really have any friends that play video games, for the most part. Alright, let's get the loader and move some dirt. Because I can't drive through there with a giant crater. And I need to wrap this video up because I'm getting ready to take the kids out for breakfast. Recording this on a Saturday. We're going to go out to IHOP and have some breakfast. This cut will help me get up here on top, and then I can start pushing some of this in, is the goal. We'll see if I can do this with the loader, because it tends to cut in and then just kind of fall out. So I'm hoping that will work to move some of this. Kind of, sort of, maybe. Whoa, don't fall off. I'll see what I can make happen. So I think I'm going to do some exploring, or we might do some exploring as an episode. We'll see. I need to find another mine site. We could do iron, because that iron over there is getting hard to dig. We've got a pretty good coal seam already, but I'd like to find lithium, or something besides coal and iron, and then set up a road and do some digging for that stuff. The lithium, of course, sells really nice, and we've got a nice little plant set up here now. Oop, no, too fast. Pretty happy with the look of that. I just need to get the roof finished over the smelters. So this is kind of my plan. We'll use the front loader kind of like a dozer, because it's a better dozer than the dozer. Kind of. It still kind of deletes stuff. But I'm going to push this hillside into that hole. That's the end game there. Can push a lot of this shoulder off. It's just slow going. This machine is... I don't know if it's underpowered necessarily, if it's more of a traction thing. It is hard to go sometimes, though. So I'm going to be working on that. I think I'll wrap it up here because I do need to go do some family stuff. And I'll catch you in the next adventure. Thanks for watching. Woo! Don't fall in.